Hey everybody, Matt with Freestand here. Got two special guests on the show today coming from Rome, Italy. And it's Den and Rob. Their business is called Den and Rob, and they teach virtual cooking classes. How are you guys?
Very good. Thank you very much.
Fine.
Thank you for inviting us.
Of course. I saw you guys on Instagram. I was looking up the hashtag virtual cooking classes. I saw you guys. I was like, I got to talk to these guys. I didn't know you were in Italy at first, though. I thought you guys were American.
Really?
Yeah. And then I saw you some in a couple of your captions, because everything you write, all of your captions are in English, besides like ciao every once in a while.
My English is not very good, but
Your English is good. Don't say that.
just when I teach is good.
It doesn't need to be good. I feel like cooking's a universal language, right?
It is.
Of course.
100%.
So anyway, Den and Rob were doing in-person classes for how long?
6 years, 7 years.
So they're doing
Traveling to Rome. So that's why we do everything in English, and all our classes are conceived for US people and Canadian.
That's awesome. So why don't we start with that then? If you guys could explain a little bit about how you got started with the in-person classes first, and kind of like what your path to creating Den and Rob in your cooking classes, that would be great.
Sure. So how we started, that's a very fun story. Basically, 6 years ago, we had a friend of ours that was working with this tour company in Rome. And because she was always coming here for dinner and we were always cooking some amazing stuff, one day she said us, can you come over and just watch, because there's a cooking class and I'd like you to see it, and maybe one day you can start. And it ended up, we were teaching the classes and was like, okay, that's a trap. You need to start teaching today.
That's awesome.
And we find out in the last 6 years that teaching is exactly what we love. Of course, we love cooking. We don't consider ourselves chefs.
Yeah, we are a chef, of course, but I'm a cook.
We are cooks.
Of course. Right. We want to teach, but we want to inspire. This is very important, no?
Also, we want to break the rules a little bit of the typical Italian chef. We are the new generations. Things are changing in Italy as well. Of course, we don't make Alfredo sauce. We don't make carbonara with cream, but we are a little bit more open to new things. And this is how the adventure started. So we were teaching classes on a beautiful rooftop overlooking Rome, and people were making pasta, sipping prosecco, and making their own dinner.
That's amazing.
And yeah, sounds good, right?
Sounds good.
And then pandemic, boom. March 2020, we were just back from our trip to Thailand. We took a little holiday because we thought the high season in Rome is gonna come, and we need a little bit of chill before everything's gonna start. And we came back, lockdown. So we were stuck in the house, and we said, okay, we need to take action. The world now is all turning virtual, and cooking is possible. It's something, of course, you're missing the beautiful things of being together, of sharing the smell, of touching each other, but anyway, you can't. So we were like, okay, let's start our virtual adventure. And we kind of like it.
And we love it.
Mm-hmm.
We love
Good. And so you started this in March of 2020, right when everything exploded. Italy specifically was, really bad, right? Like I remember watching on the news, kind of because it hit you guys a little, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before us, like really hit in New York.
Absolutely.
And I remember just watching on the news, and Italy was just getting crushed. So I hope you guys didn't lose any close relatives or anything like that.
No.
But what was it like though in when it like shut down over there? Was it just
The first week, I remember that this is a thing that will stay in my memories forever. You've been to Rome,
Hmm.
and you know how chaotic can be this town, how noisy can be this town. You're from New York, so you know that. And the first week was silent. Rome was completely caught in a very super weird atmosphere. No noises, no traffic, nothing.
The center of Rome was empty.
Empty, and we were receiving a
Amazing.
lot of messages from people from other countries, like, "Wow, guys, what you have in Italy is so bad. We feel so sorry." And we're like, "Guys, it's coming to you.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
Be
far.
careful.
Careful."
That's like the thing is everybody would see it happen in other countries and be like, it's not my problem. Not, it's not my problem. That's not going to happen to us. It's like everybody was like looking at it in China and they were like, oh, it's going to stay in China. Like,
The same, of course.
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so everything shuts down and then you guys, how'd you start your online classes? Like, what was the process there?
First of all, we are a couple, so we were stuck in the house together. And that's why we started also together. And we decided, first of all, we decided to start with some YouTube videos, just to have something to do during the day. I have some video
During
making.
the lockdown.
Yeah, during lockdown. I had some video making background, so I started to edit some videos we were making here. And then we started with the virtual classes, and we keep raising the bar always a little higher, because we start having a beautiful foodie community of people that have been taking the classes over and over every weekend. And we could make a lasagna from scratch, making pasta, the sauce, the bechamel. And in the end, we were like, wow, we've done all this 1,000 miles far away, but in the end, we were so proud.
Yes.
Italians are basically proud parents. So when you see that someone is making something good, it just fulfill your heart, and we melt.
Yes, the first class was with a pizza.
Yeah,
I remember.
probably
Yes,
the first class was a pizza
was
class.
pizza class, yeah.
So how does that work? Do you guys like send the people who take your classes like an ingredient list and then they go to the grocery store, get the ingredients? How does that process work?
So the very first classes we were teaching back in March, April, we were doing very simple recipes, because here we were not allowed to go very often to get grocery. So at the beginning it was a little challenge also because of that, because we had to plan recipes according to the ingredients we had. But now it's much more easier. So when you take a class with us, you get the ingredients list ahead. So you have time to buy your ingredients. We always give some advices, and of course, we know that you cannot get exactly the same thing we have here, but you can find some very good thing even in the US. And then we have a Zoom link, and then just grab a glass of wine.
That's awesome. And are most of your clients or customers in the US, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do they
Canada.
in Canada, how do they find you? Is it just on Instagram, or these people that you worked with previously who came to Rome? Like, kind of how did you start getting people to sign up?
So the very first classes we were teaching were with this company, Take Walks, we were working for. And then we started a little bit also on our own. And we had also some people that took the classes in person with us in Rome, were following us on Instagram, on our personal profile. Then in November, when the second lockdown was announced, we were like, okay, no, this time we need to be prepared for everything. So we decided to open our Instagram account as Dan and Rob, and sharing more about food recipes, what we do on our daily basis. I think so. Our friends are making fun of us and say, "Do you think you're gonna be influencer or things like that?" Which is ridiculous. But we think that if you want to take a class with someone, you want to know a little bit of our lifestyle, the lifestyle of the person that is teaching.
Right.
So that's why
it's about you guys at the end of the day. And right? They want to take the class with you. Like obviously it comes down to the cooking, but it's like you two that they're interacting with. That's probably more important.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? Your friends are making fun of you?
No, not all of them. Some of them are like, oh my God, now you want to be influencer. There want to be some pasta factories producer that will send you pasta for
That's
free.
funny.
Okay, why not?
Yeah, that'd be great. Very cool. And so how many people have you guys gotten to sign up for these classes? How many of them do you guys do a week, a month? What's kind of the dynamic there?
So the biggest group we had was with 70 participants.
Woo, that's a lot of people. Holy
Was,
a lot, yeah.
It was like a team building.
But the perfect cooking class is with 15, 20
participants. So we can take care because people are cooking along. So we want to follow each one and make sure that everyone is adding the right amount of flour in the pasta and not feeling like not followed perfectly by us. So we teach classes on a weekly basis. We have private classes also because some people want to have us just for them, maybe for a birthday party or team building, so they don't want to have other people in the class.
Right.
Or we have group classes, and that's beautiful because people start meeting each other, especially in lockdown, even in the US. People were isolated so much that wanted to know how it was going in Florida or other.
It was a good source of news. Yeah. So is it mostly group classes or is it mostly these private classes?
I would do 50-50.
50,
yeah.
50-50?
50-50.
And do people sign up for an individual class or do they sign up for a package? Like where you get multiple classes? How does that work?
We are working on packages now.
Okay.
Now we just scheduling special event. Like next Saturday we have the Supli class, which is a Roman.
You know Supreme, yeah?
Supreme, yeah. Of course. I mean, I'm not like a big Supreme guy, but
no, Supli.
Oh, Supplique. What's that? I thought you said Supreme.
No.
It's like arancina. Do you know arancina? Arancina is a boiled rice fried.
Okay. I think, yeah, I do know what that is. I've seen it.
Supli is the Roman cousin.
The Roman version.
And it's one of the most typical Roman street food you can get in the pizzeria to go. And we're going to teach a class of that. So
usually before the pizza in the pizzeria, you can order the suppli, I fritti, for example.
Some different fried things.
Yes.
Nice.
And please.
It's like that's like an appetizer to pizza usually, is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sì, è un appetizer della pizza.
Sì.
Before suppli
it can be even a dinner or it can be a snack.
Oh, a snack,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can be many things. It's fried is good. Everything fried is good.
Yes. And so you guys are doing that next week. This coming week.
Next Saturday, yeah. Okay. And then we are scheduling May classes because now we can, starting from today in Italy, we can travel to other regions. So Roberto.
And finally, yeah, I was born in Sicily. I'm Sicilian. I'm not Italian. No, I'm Sicilian.
Do Sicilians not consider what's the dynamic there? Do you guys like separate yourself from other Italians? Are you like very, yeah?
See.
They don't consider themselves Italian. Sicilian.
Yeah, we are Sicilian. No, yeah. I'm Sicilian, but
100%.
100%, of course.
And Den, where are you from? Are you from Rome?
I am from the northeast of Italy.
North and south.
So we are from the right opposites. Of Italian.
And we met in.
Rome.
We met in Rome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A long time.
Long time ago. Very long.
Yes,
so we're gonna go to Sicily next week if everything is good, and we're gonna do a little road trip to Sicily, and we're gonna do some Sicilian recipes from there
Nice.
So we can schedule some classes with some Sicilian recipes.
Are you going back to Rob's home, like where you're originally from? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice. So you got to use your parents' kitchen?
His mom kitchen.
My mom kitchen. Me and my mom cook together. No. Impossible.
Impossible?
Impossible.
I was going to say, if you had her on as a special guest, I feel like that would be good.
Well, there's a lot of fire.
Very cool. And so you guys, so when everything opens up a little bit more, are you guys planning on doing in-person classes again and then continuing to do the virtual piece of it as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
We, of course, we miss to meet people in person, to have people close to us, to show them actually.
Yeah, to share love, to share.
Yeah, but like in person. So we are planning to teach classes. We heard today that vaccinated US citizens are allowed to travel to Europe this summer, apparently.
Maybe from June.
Yeah. So
they have to be fully vaccinated, though. I got the first vaccine and then I got COVID.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I say shit?
Absolutely. This isn't for kids.
Right?
Yeah, no, it's. But anyway, yeah. So hopefully you guys will get some tourists that'll start coming back. I think they will.
But we want to continue teaching classes virtually. Virtual classes is an adventure that we don't want to be over because people are coming back. We think that this is an activity that people are starting to include in their weekly plan. Like, okay, I don't know what to do on Friday night. I would like to learn something new. I take a virtual class.
So why not?
Why not?
And they can work, it's not just when they travel to Rome once every 10 years, they can work with you guys. They can work with you every Saturday or whatever.
Exactly.
Sunday dinner with the Italians over Zoom.
Yeah. You can have Rome coming to you every week if you want.
No, it's amazing. I think that this is one of the things that'll stick the most, because cooking classes have been around for a long time, like on TV, right? Like this has worked for a long time. And now that you can do it in real time with somebody live is, I think, even better. So I think that this is something that'll stick. And yeah, I think doing the combo, the hybrid model will be great because you get to do, because obviously doing it in person is awesome, right? Like,
absolutely. We are thinking also, but we have a lot of plans, of course, with a lot of time stuck in the house. You have a lot of time to plan things.
Yep.
We want to take a van and do a little road trip with a van and maybe tell people on social, on Instagram, we are here. So if you want to take a class in person with us outside of our van, we're here. Come over.
That would be cool.
That's a plan.
That's a plan. Are you going to outfit a kitchen in the van and everything?
Yes.
That would be cool. I watched actually something on Netflix last night. It's called Expedition Happiness. Mm-hmm. I think hopefully you have it on the Italian Netflix. Sometimes they have different shows. But there was this couple and they took a school bus, like a big American school bus, and they emptied out the whole thing. And renovated it and stuff, but because I've always thought about doing that too, but I guess you could get everything in a van, but a school bus, that would be
wow.
You could get like a full kitchen in there,
Italian streets are too narrow for that.
They're too narrow, yeah. No, yeah, this is a big American sized school bus. But anyway, all right, guys. Well, is there anything else you want to get out there to the people? Anything you want to say? How's the weather? Is it nice?
Beautiful.
I see the sun, yeah.
20 degrees Celsius.
5:30 p.m. in Rome, and this is the first day after 7 months that restaurant will open for dinner. And this is amazing.
That's crazy. So wait, there's been no dining at all? Not even outdoor dining?
For 7 months since October.
Oh, because they re-shut it down in October. Wow.
Yeah. So starting from today, they're easing a little bit restrictions. So we cinemas, theaters, we start open like 50% capacity, and restaurants we open for dinner, but we still have curfew. That's very annoying.
10 o'clock
Oh my gosh. Wow.
evening. Yeah.
Do you have curfew still or no?
No curfew. No, we had, I don't even think we ever had maybe there was a curfew like this time last year. I wasn't in New York at that time. But no, I mean, there was just, we could eat at restaurants, but like all bars close at 12. Now there's like 30 to 40% capacity in bars. Restaurants are open. So stuff has come back. But guys, I meant to ask you, how much is it to take a class if somebody wants to take a class per person?
So, for example, for the Supli class, the class we're making next Saturday is $30 per person. But if you subscribe our website, you get a discount. And for the private classes, it's a different price. We always arrange this according with what the people would like to cook. We customize the price, we customize the class.
Right.
And
depends on the number.
yeah,
Yes.
depends on the
10
number of
20.
participants. Yeah, but mostly the group classes are from $25 to $30 per person.
And I meant to ask you, is this a full-time gig for both of you guys? Or do you guys?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Now, yes.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Now, yes, and this is what we would like to continue to do, of course, if it's possible.
Amazing. All right. How do people get in contact with you? What's your website and Instagram?
So the website is very easy. It's danandrob.com.
That's a good domain name, I feel like. I feel like somebody's gonna want that one day.
Exactly. I don't know. When we Googled the first time Dan and Rob, there were some very ugly pair of shoes on Amazon. They're called Dan and Rob. So I was like, okay.
All right, you can stand out from that.
Exactly.
Right.
And a lot of people are confusing a little bit, like Deb and Todd, or Dan and Ron.
Dan and Ron.
denandrob.com.
Sorry?
I said, so it's denandrob.com, right?
Exactly. And we are Dan and Rob on Instagram too.
Awesome. All right, I'll make sure to include all that in this. Otherwise, I think we covered it all. Thank you guys for coming on. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Matt.
Grazie.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Grazie.
and hopefully one day, next time I come to Rome, I will message you guys. We'll do an in-person class.
Of course.
Actually, we would like to invite you to one of our classes. So we're going to send you over the link. The first date you feel like, I'd like to take it, just let us know and I send you the link.
Awesome. I 100% will do that. I'll do it with my roommates too.
Amazing. So just look on Instagram, the schedule we have. The day you feel like, I'd like to cook that, just let me know and I send you the Zoom link.
Amazing. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Grazie mille.
Yes. What is that? Thank you a lot.
Sì.
Grazie mille. Grazie mille, everybody. Dan and Rob. Thank you guys.
Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao.